Have you ever tried to start a new habit, like going to the gym or eating healthier, only to find yourself giving up after a few days or weeks? You're not alone. Forming new habits can be a challenging and frustrating process, but understanding the science of habit formation can help you create lasting change in your life. In this video, we'll explore the science of habit formation and share practical tips and strategies for forming habits that stick. Understanding the science of habit formation. Before we dive into how to form habits that stick, let's take a closer look at the science of habit formation. Habits are automatic behaviors that are triggered by contextual cues and reinforced by rewards. When you repeat a behavior in a consistent context and receive a reward, your brain begins to associate the behavior with the context and the reward, making it more likely that you'll repeat the behavior in the future. According to the habit loop model developed by Charles Duhigg, every habit consists of three components: a cue, a routine, and a reward. The cue is the contextual trigger that prompts the behavior. The routine is the behavior itself, and the reward is the positive outcome that reinforces the behavior. By understanding these three components, you can begin to identify the habits in your life and create new habits that are aligned with your goals. The importance of identifying cues and rewards. One of the key elements of forming new habits is identifying the cues and rewards that drive your current behaviors. For example, if you have a habit of snacking on unhealthy foods when you're stressed, the cue might be feeling stressed, and the reward might be the temporary relief that comes from eating the snack. By identifying these cues and rewards, you can begin to develop strategies for replacing the unhealthy behavior with a healthier one. The power of small wins. Another important factor in habit formation is the power of small wins. When you set small, achievable goals and achieve them consistently, you create a sense of momentum and accomplishment that can help you build momentum towards your larger goals. For example, if your goal is to start running every day, you might start by running for just 5 minutes a day and gradually increasing the duration over time. By focusing on small wins, you create a positive feedback loop that reinforces the behavior and makes it more likely that you'll continue to do it in the future. Tips and strategies for forming habits that stick. Now that we've covered the science of habit formation, let's explore some practical tips and strategies for forming habits that stick. 1. Start small and build momentum. As we mentioned earlier, starting small and building momentum is a powerful way to create lasting change in your life. Instead of trying to make drastic changes overnight, start by setting small, achievable goals and building on them over time. For example, if your goal is to start meditating every day, you might start by meditating for just 5 minutes a day and gradually increasing the duration as you build your habit. 2. Make your habits visible. One way to reinforce your new habits is to make them visible in your environment. For example, if you want to start drinking more water, you might place a water bottle on your desk or carry a water bottle with you throughout the day. By making your habit visible, you create a constant reminder of your goal and make it easier to stick to your new behavior. 3. Find an accountability partner. Having an accountability partner can be a powerful motivator for forming new habits. Find someone who shares your goal or is also working on forming a new habit and check in with each other regularly to track your progress and provide support and encouragement. 4. Celebrate your successes. It's important to celebrate your successes along the way, no matter how small they may seem. Celebrating your successes can give you a sense of accomplishment and help you stay motivated to continue forming new habits. Make sure to reward yourself when you achieve a milestone or reach a goal, whether it's treating yourself to a small indulgence or taking a day off to relax. 5. Stay committed. Forming new habits takes time and effort, and it's important to stay committed even when the going gets tough. It's easy to give up when faced with setbacks or obstacles, but staying committed to your goals can help you push through and stay on track. Use positive self-talk, visualization, and other techniques to stay motivated and focused on your goals. 6. Get back on track after setbacks. Setbacks are a natural part of the habit formation process, and it's important to have a plan in place for getting back on track when you experience a setback. Instead of giving up or getting discouraged, take a moment to reflect on what went wrong and how you can avoid the same mistake in the future. Remember that setbacks are temporary and that you can always get back on track and continue forming new habits. The 3-step process of habit formation. Now that we understand what a habit is and how it works, let's dive deeper into the science of habit formation. Charles Duhigg, in his book The Power of Habit, identified a 3-step process of habit formation: cue, routine, and reward. Cue. The first step in forming a habit is the cue. A cue is something that triggers our brain to initiate a particular behavior. It could be a location, a time of day, an emotion, or even a specific person. For example, if you want to form a habit of going for a morning run, your cue could be setting your running shoes next to your bed before going to sleep. Seeing the shoes in the morning will serve as a reminder and a trigger for your brain to initiate the behavior of going for a run. Routine. The second step is the routine. This is the behavior that we want to turn into a habit. It could be something as simple as drinking a glass of water every morning or as complex as a daily workout routine. To form a habit, the routine should be simple, specific, and measurable. Breaking down a complex behavior into smaller, simpler steps makes it easier to stick to the routine. Reward. The final step in forming a habit is the reward. The reward reinforces the behavior and increases the likelihood of the behavior being repeated in the future. For example, if your habit is to go for a morning run, the reward could be the endorphin rush and the feeling of accomplishment after finishing the run. The reward should be something that you find pleasurable and satisfying. Habit loop. The three-step process of habit formation creates a habit loop: cue, routine, and reward. Over time, the habit loop becomes automatic, and the behavior becomes a habit. How to form habits that stick. Now that we understand the science of habit formation, let's look at some practical tips on how to form habits that stick. Start small. The key to forming habits that stick is to start small. Trying to make too many changes at once can be overwhelming and lead to failure. Instead, focus on forming one new habit at a time. Choose a habit that is easy to implement and doesn't require a lot of time or effort. For example, if you want to form a habit of reading more, start by reading for just 5 minutes a day. Make a plan. Creating a plan for forming a new habit is crucial to its success. Write down the habit you want to form, the cue, the routine, and the reward. Creating a plan helps you visualize the habit loop and makes it easier to follow through with the routine. Track your progress. Tracking your progress is an essential part of forming habits that stick. It allows you to see how far you've come and keeps you motivated to continue. Use a habit tracker app or a simple journal to track your progress. Seeing your progress can be a powerful motivator to keep going. Accountability. Accountability is another powerful motivator for forming habits that stick. Share your habit-forming journey with friends, family, or a support group. Having someone to hold you accountable can make a significant difference in your ability to stick to the routine. Practice consistency. Consistency is the key to forming habits that stick. Consistently performing the routine strengthens the neural pathways in the brain, making the behavior automatic. Practice consistency by setting a specific time of day for the routine, and try to perform the behavior at the same time every day. Conclusion. Forming habits that stick is crucial to achieving our goals and living a fulfilling life. Understanding the science of habit formation and following practical tips can help us form habits that stick and make positive changes in our lives. While forming habits takes time and effort, it is important to remember that each small step we take can lead to significant changes in the long run. By creating a solid foundation of good habits, we can set ourselves up for success and make positive changes that last a lifetime. So, start small and be consistent. Don't underestimate the power of small changes and the compound effect they can have on your life. Whether it's drinking more water, meditating for a few minutes each day, or taking a short walk after dinner, these small habits can build up over time and lead to significant changes in your overall health and well-being. Remember to track your progress and celebrate your successes. By keeping track of your habits, you can see the progress you've made and use it as motivation to keep going. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and use them to build momentum and keep moving forward. Finally, don't give up. Habits take time to form, and setbacks are a natural part of the process. If you fall off track, don't beat yourself up. Instead, dust yourself off and start again. Remember, forming good habits is a lifelong journey, and each small step we take can lead to significant changes in our lives. Thanks for watching. See you in next video.